From the borough of Queens. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they're coming losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is there. 1 down. Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And a relay home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contained.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, Dero, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there. Oh, hold on. What a stop. Applies the tag, and he is out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Manny Pena is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. There's a strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye level.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Standing in, Michael Conforto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's got a 7-game hit streak going right now. That's a good, solid week. What a foundation to build on. I think he's getting to where he's starting to feel real comfortable seeing the ball, and he's swinging it really good right now.
Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole to tie the game. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction. Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Todd Frazier becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Into the box now, Dominic Smith. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, the left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. 1-1. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2. At third, here's Frazier. Backhanded. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Conforto moving in. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is fine.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Now a bunt attempt here. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 2-2.
Leading up for the Mets.
Next up for New York, Wilmer Flores. His lifetime numbers against Chacin, batting .500, 4 for 8. Popped him up. There to take it is BR, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's looking a lot sharper and settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
First pitch on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short out.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it, one away.
Now batting.
In is Christian Yelich. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Behind 0-2 now. One and two for Christian Yelich.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game, where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And he's going to beat the offline throw to first, as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. Here's Ryan Braun now. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The second for one. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. And there's ball one.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Pulled toward right center field. Cain is under it. 1 out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Cabrera.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Chacin gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Yelich on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Yeah, Matt, that last AB was a changeup that was way up in the zone, and that ball got smoked. Listen, if you're going to throw that changeup, you have to try to keep that thing at the knees or below. He can ill afford to throw waist-high to belt-high changeups.
Shaw is under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. We're through 3, tied 2 apiece. Digging in for his second at-bat, Domingo Santana. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz.
Domingo Santana.
Now here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Frazier charging this one. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
2-1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And another foul ball. The 2-2. Grounded softly to the right. Smith charging in on it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, catcher, Manny Pena.
Ready for another chance. Manny Pena comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Here's Jay Bruce now.
Leading off the fourth inning, right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. On the year, Bruce brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Sliders in for a strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Mets have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Chacin comes set. First pitch on the way. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone, 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Dominic Smith.
Now to the plate, Dominic Smith will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Santana moves over. And that's the second out of the inning. So striding in, Wilmer Flores. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Hit weakly on the ground to short. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Striding in once again, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Cespedes going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He reached on a single in his first try. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. Villar, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Next for Milwaukee, Ulysses Chassin. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line and left, hooking just a little, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And look out. That ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. We've hit the halfway. So here now's the pitcher, Steven Matz. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Hit out towards second. VR gloves it. And the inning begins with a quick out number one.
Now batting, center fielder.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. The 1-1 is strike two swinging. The 1-2. And right into the shift. Braun comes up with it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in once again, Asdrubal Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now here's the pitch. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
2 out with the man at first. Slow little roller to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Mets in is Christian Yelich, and he'll try to start things out here for the Brewers in their half of the 6th. In there for strike one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Hit out towards second. Cabrera's up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
First baseman, number 8.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Braun. He was a double play victim last time around. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Right fielder, number 15.
Ready for another shot now. Domingo Santana, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Striding in once again, Jay Bruce. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Chacin looks in. Here's the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Garcia gloves it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Third baseman, number 21.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Frazier.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kane is in his tracks now. And there's the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 23.
Ready for another chance. Dominic Smith. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chopped weakly to the right. That's a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana giving chase, and he brings it down to end the inning as the stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Shaw. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Digging in now for the Brewers, Manny Pena. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Too low, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Cespedes. 2 down. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Oliver Gray is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Jet Bandy will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Michael Conforto, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No balls and a strike to count. Hard hit towards center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, two-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Well, first basemen aren't exactly known for being fleet of foot, but he's got to make this play. He came out the bag in time. He just couldn't knock the ball down before it got into right field.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
3-0 to him now. Here it comes, the 3-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And that misses for ball four. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. One run scores. And the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the one here. Here's Todd Frazier now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is...
And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 8th inning coming up.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 44.
Ready once again, Jonathan Villar. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Hit hard back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Conforto will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So digging in now, Christian Yelich. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. He just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Cespedes on the move.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Long throw to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
The batter, third baseman.
Stepping in, Travis Shaw.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Swing and a little tapper. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jesus Aguilar will come in as well as a part of the double switch.
Corey Tomato, now playing right field, is batting the 6th spot. Number 33.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's 1 for 2. From the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-0. Misses down below the knees. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Very weakly on the ground. And that's the second out.
Top pitcher number 39, Gary Levin.
Adrian Gonzalez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Lined into left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
In now, Michael Conforto. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Back in Queens at Citi Field as we get set for the top of the 9th inning in this one. Jacob Rain enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rain, a 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. There's a strike. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Conforto is there. 2 gone. Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. No balls and 1 strike. Here it comes on 0-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for Josh Hader is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. As Drupal Cabrera will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's in time.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis.
Next up from New York, Yoenis Cespedes. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you've got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is outside for a ball. The 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start. but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
No, off the plate.
And a fastball just misses for ball one.
Cespedes leads off first with one away. Two and 0 the count to Jay Bruce.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Phillips will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
Ready now, Todd Frazier. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Fastball down near the shoe tops.
No strike.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away.
No.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
The Mets down to their final strike. Popped him up. Aguilar has a play. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Milwaukee came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Oliver Drake gets the win in relief, his second of the year.